My hopes for students who come through the Spectrum Center is that they live happy, authentic, liberating lives. Know who you are, feel good about who you are, have a support system in place, and laugh. My name is Jackie Simpson. I'm the director of the Spectrum Center, which is in the Michigan Union on the University of Michigan campus. In 1971, Jim Toy, the founder, and Cindy Gare, the other founder, got the train moving at the University of Michigan and in the community in Ann Arbor. This November 18th, 19th, we will be celebrating our 40th anniversary, which is truly a milestone. We were the first office at a university institution in the country. And given the fact that we still have students that come into our office that are just questioning their sexual orientation, I think it's important that we continue to have this space. We were fortunate enough to be able to sponsor the MumbleTAC Conference, Midwest Lesbian, Bisexual, Transgender Ally College Conference, this past February, and it's a student-run event.
The Midwest Bisexual, Lesbian, Gay, Transgender Ally College Conference, it's a long name, has been going on since 1993, but it's never been held at the University of Michigan. So this is the first time we're having it here. It's especially exciting because 1,400 students from across the Midwest are coming to our campus, and they're from actually 24 states in the country, so not just the Midwest, really.
And they are pumped, and so am I, about all the learning that they're going to have this weekend and all the things that they're going to do that's going to help them grow and develop and become better allies and better advocates.
So tonight we're going to have some entertainment at the beginning, and then we're going to have some formal welcomes from the president of the university, Mary Sue Coleman. And then really the main thing tonight is Mara Kiesling's keynote, and she's going to talk about her work in trans issues at the national level.
And people say they want justice, but are they willing to do equality? Are they willing to do justice? Are they willing to be justice and be equality? And what are they willing to do to get us all there?
Well, I love MumbleTAC because it's a place that creates a safe space for LGBT students and young people or non-traditional students to come together and talk about stuff they don't get to talk about other places. You know, a lot of times we don't get to talk about the intersections of race and identity and sexual orientation and socioeconomic status because people aren't comfortable talking about those things.
I'm really excited to be here. Kansas State's never actually attended MumbleTAC. So it's a really exciting opportunity for us to learn about leadership for LGBT issues. We just got a LGBT Resource Center this past year, so we're trying to develop an entire program.
Students are really capable of anything. I mean, they really support student power and student unity. So it's great to feel like you've accomplished something and that you're valued.
After MumbleTAC in February, in March we celebrate Spring Pride, which host a lot of both fun events but also educational events. We do ally training. We generally have an increase in our Speakers Bureau and workshop requests during that time. We also were able to host the first ever drag show. There were probably over 300 or 400 students there. It was a tremendous success. The energy was high. We had popcorn, soda. It was just really a spectacular event.
Anyone who would think that this might be too risque or not appropriate or strange even, you know, I think maybe they just don't understand exactly what this is. It's in good fun. It is an art form. There are people extremely dedicated to this, and it stems out of a really ancient tradition. I mean, men have been having to perform women's roles on the stage and off the stage for thousands of years. And it's not so unnatural. It's just we're taking it to a heightened level, always challenging, you know, the limitations and seeing how far this art form can go. And I think those people might not understand exactly the work that goes on here and the dedication that's here.
One of the coolest things I think that I experience as the director of the Spectrum Center is when we have students who might come in here when they're first-year students, and then they go through their 4, sometimes 5 years, and then they participate in Lavender Graduation at the end of the year, which is a graduation ceremony for LGBT and ally identified individuals. It's always a happy and sad event. Happy because we get to celebrate and talk about the students that are participating in the event, and it's always sad when you work with people and then they move on. But we have keynote speeches, we have dancing, we have food, so it's the gamut of emotions is what we have. And what I really appreciate about Lavender Graduation, given where they start and where they go, is just really to see the growth that has happened over those 4 or 5 years, and knowing that those are the kind of students that are going to be going out into the world, changing the world. I just want to say thank you to all the directors and gay male advocates and lesbian advocates that came before me. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing today. And the other people I would like to give a shout out to is the staff that I work with currently, and the full-time members of Gabe Javier, Will Sherry, and Ariana Bastian Kempis. You can't do this work alone, and as somebody said to me the other day, one person can make a difference, but it takes more than one to change the world.